I like my routine. I like a schedule, and 4-hour flights are pretty long, so never a bad idea to get out there and move the legs.
Is routine also good when you're facing an elimination game? We're going to make a big deal about it, but if you're looking at it as just the next game, it seems like that's a smart way to look at it.
Yeah, just another game. You go about your day, doing the same things, staying consistent and with your prep, and we're doing that again this morning, and we'll do it this afternoon and get ready for tonight.
What do you have to do differently as far as what the previous 2 games? Pete said he actually liked a lot of what he saw in the film. Outside, I think we thought it was a little bit slow. Man, we're going to criticize. You want to? We can get in. Looked lifeless to me. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know if you know that quote.
No comment. We want to go out there and play aggressive. Obviously, need to stay out of the box. They got, 5 guys that can work that power play pretty good. It's not always easy staying out of the box with some of their players, but we're going to do our best. And 5-on-5, we want to probably play a little more aggressive, get our forecheck going early and then see where that takes us.
It's quite a spot for Borque to be walking into. Can you talk to him at all, kind of settle his nerves in any way?
It's a great spot. What an opportunity. Probably have some chats along the way, but he's going to go out there and play his game. We had a great year in the AHL, and we don't need him to come up here and do anything spectacular. Just go out there and play his game.
What can your team take away from the way you survived an elimination game against Vegas earlier this playoffs?
We've been through a lot already this playoffs. I've been down a couple games going into tough buildings. Went into Colorado 3 times and got it done. So, we're a confident group, and we're going to do it again here tonight.
Into an elimination game on the road. You talk about fun.
Yeah.
As much as this is pressure, I think you look at it as fun.
Yeah, it's going to be obviously a great atmosphere. I'm sure the fans are going to show out, and it doesn't get much, bigger of an opportunity for us than this. And these are the moments as a player that you want to, have your best and step up, and hopefully you can be remembered by, having a great game and. Doing stuff to help your team win. And I think just for us, just try to enjoy it, embrace it, and play our game and go from there.
Your teammates have talked about how you enjoy being the villain on the road. What is that like? Is it? Do you really just hunker down and like to take the energy out of the building?
Yeah, I think it's just fun. It just feels more. Like when we're at home and we're getting all the chances and stuff and the crowd's going nuts, as a goalie, you feel like everything you do is more magnified and stuff, so it just feels fun and crowd like this especially, Canadian markets, they love their team so much, and it's just such a good atmosphere and a great fan base and stuff, so to get to play in front of that in the conference finals is pretty cool.
And then what has this team done well on the road? The record's great, the numbers are great.
Yeah, I think just not trying to beat ourselves and embracing the challenge and trying to just keep it simple, and I think that's all important stuff to do on the road, to stay out of the box and all that stuff, which we've done all year, and we should get confidence from how well we played on the road all year, and especially in the playoffs too. We should be confident going into tonight.
Hey Pete, any lineup changes that you can share, I guess?
Yeah, Borque and Delandry out.
Wow. And then how is Game 6 different than Game 1, Game 3? Is there a lot that has changed in a 7-game series to this point?
Every game is its own story, right? I think at the end of the day, the margins are small. I think last game, their power play was the difference. I think we've got to make sure that doesn't happen again tonight. We're comfortable on the road. You look back through the series, Game 1, we hit a post in the first overtime, or maybe we're up 3-2. It's just that's playoff hockey this time of year. So, we've got to come and do what we've done all year in all playoffs is win a road game.
Stay in that same role, Leah. Hey, Pete.
Hey, Leo.
What makes you feel like Mavrik is ready for this moment?
Yeah. Well, he's taken all the right steps. We got him in late in the season, and I think offense has been hard to come by in this series. And when you look at our grouping of guys there, he's the one guy that probably has the most offensive potential of the options that we're looking at.
Back right, David.
Hey, David.
Hey, Peter. A veteran team, right? Most of the guys are in their 30s.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make this situation easier for you as a coach, just knowing
Yeah.
the guys have been through this?
Yeah, we were talking a little bit about that today, and I think Edmonton's got a veteran team too, but we've got guys in our room that have played in gold medal games and world championship games and Olympics, so it does make it a little less daunting. They've also been a part of and been on the other end of facing elimination and getting off the mat and finding a way to win. And we faced elimination against Vegas in Game 7 in Round 1, so we've been here before, and we know what we've got to do.
Center left, Mark.
In that same vein, how do you as a coach approach this? You've been down this road before too. Are you a big speech guy before a game? Do you want to keep things as normal as possible? How do you approach it?
Yeah, I'm going to try not to swear at the media in my press conferences. I'm going to start there. I think my wife fined me and had to donate to the swear jar. It's not the first time. Yeah, I mean, you know what, it's a cliche, but the players decide at this time of year. You prep them. They know what our good game looks like. They've got to get to our good game as quickly as possible and hang on to it for as long as possible. And you hand the keys over to the room. When you get to this point of the year.
Third row on the right, Ryan.
Hey, Ryan.
Hey, Pete. Is this about what you expected, strategy-wise, tactic-wise, matchup-wise, before the series started, or has something in there developed? Is it a little maybe different than you originally expected coming into this series with the matchups?
Well, that's a great question. I think the initial thought coming into the series was there was going to be more offense. Two of the highest scoring teams in the league. But then you dive into the analytics and you're looking back and two of the best defensive teams in the league too, so I probably shouldn't be surprised things have been as tight as they have been.
Jason, what's your just kind of your read on the group today? Maybe compare it to the read you would have had before the last game. How does this group sort of get itself ready, and what's the tenor in there today?
Yeah, I mean, we all know the situation we're in. It's kind of do or die, right? So everyone knows the desperation. I mean, it can't come, in the second or third period. It's got to start right away. You're playing for your season right now, so I'm sure everyone's mentality is just try to start right away, desperation, and get right to our game.
Mason, just wanted to ask you about the physical temperature in the series. There's been times where it's been high, and then there's times where it's not very high at all. Where would you guys like it to be? How much of a factor do you think it's played in the series, the physicality?
I think our team could do maybe a little bit of a better job being more engaged physically. I think there's been nights where we've been involved, and there's been nights where we haven't. But at the end of the day, we just got to go out there and win a game, right? So really, it's all about effort and competitiveness, and that's what we got to bring.
Second row left, Nick.
Mason, you might have just answered that, but the last 5 periods, what do you think hasn't gone well, and what does your game look like when it is going well against this team?
Yeah, I thought there was spurts in the third period at the end of the game last game. We started being more aggressive and started to play our game, be on top of them. When we're playing our game, it's hard to get through the neutral zone. It's hard to get out of their own end, right? So that's what we got to get back to, and we're going to definitely come out tonight.
Center right, Sean.
What did it look like going into that win-or-go-home game against Vegas in round 1, and what does it take to replicate that?
I wouldn't say I mean, kind of similar situation with Vegas. Obviously, Game 7 is Game 7, but I mean, even Game 3 in Las Vegas, down 2-0. You know, you go down 3-0. It's pretty much. I mean, bar a miracle, it's pretty much done deal. But I just think getting off to a good start, like we did in those games, not you can see the first. If you can see the first goal, not letting it kind of slide, try to get a good response, and just always try to stay engaged mentally. Whenever something goes wrong, or something's always goes wrong. I mean, whether it be a mistake or whatnot, just responding and trying to flush and move on, because you can't do that in these games like now. You can't let it domino effect. And I mean, I'm glad we have some experience these playoffs in that, and I'm sure we can remember them while we're in these moments.
Back to Nick on the left.
Just whoever wants to answer, just what do you think Mavrik Borque is feeling right now, and what kind of opportunity is it for him?
I think he's excited. It's a huge opportunity for him. I've got to know him a little bit, and he's a great kid. He's got a good head on his shoulders, and just hearing that he's a pretty competitive kid, and he wants to win, so that can definitely help our group. He's got some skill. He's got a good shot. It's going to be fun for him and fun for us to watch, and it's going to be an exciting night for him for sure. And I'm sure after the first couple of shifts, he's going to calm down and be ready to play.
How are you feeling going into this situation, first game here with this group?
Feel excited. Been waiting for that for a while, and my game's ready. I'm ready to go, and just want to do my best to help to win this game.
What did they tell you what the expectations are for you for this tonight?
Just play my game, move my feet. It's just practice, but the last few practice I've been moving good, so that's pretty much what they've been asking me.
Have you been expecting to get in at some point, or is this a surprise to you?
No, I mean you always want to get in, and they were doing pretty good, so didn't do many change, but I'm happy to get in, and obviously I think I had a pretty good season, so I'm ready to go.
What did you learn as far as, it was a big step up for you, and just what happened this year that was different than last year?
I think confidence is huge for every hockey player, and especially for me. Even the last few weeks that I spent with the team for playoff helped me to feel ready today, and I think confidence is a huge part of my game.
In watching this series, what do you think the biggest challenge is going to be for you to get to your game?
For my game? Yeah. I think it's just making plays, moving my feet. Sometimes as a first game like this, you can feel a little bit impressed and stop moving and stuff like that. But as long as I move and make plays, I'm going to be fine.
What's the chemistry like between you and Logan, and has that been special this year?
Yeah, it's been helping me a lot recently, especially like being around this team, and it's been helping me. So yeah, it's good. He's doing well right now, so happy for him, and let's hope he keep going tonight.
Is that fun as a player when you find a guy that you have a chemistry with?
Yeah, for sure. Especially down in the minor this year, we played together, so it was huge for me to get my game going this year.